There is a fly buzzing around and there's the sound of a baby crying, and I cannot ignore the fact that I was woken up today violently with the image that somebody old misses you. Literally, this fly will not leave me alone. He actually comes and he sits by me. I actually think he's our fly now. I actually think that he's a friend. He's a friend to the chick. Look, there he is. Did you see? He was chilling with me on my knee. He loves my knee so bad for some reason. Yo, he's like my son. I don't get it. Because usually a fly represents the visions and eyes of the haters. Look, I'm finding little spider webs. There's little things around, you know. I get the feeling that people are still attaching themselves to you without you knowing it. They're very much still in your energy. They very much still want a piece of you. Especially this one specific person from your past who woke me up today violently, trying to get me to give a message about you, because I don't really do that. I haven't been doing that. I've been good recently, you know. I've been making messages instead. I've been doing pick a cards, trying to say, because I don't want people to feel delusional, okay? I don't want to say that somebody wants to come back to you when they don't, okay? When that's not happening, then that's not me. That's not going to be me. That's never been my channel, right? So if you see this message right now, this is literally for you, because I don't usually do this, okay? I don't come here on YouTube to blow smoke up people's batooties. Okay, I don't come here to wear assless chaps about spirituality. That's not me, okay? That might be some other diva, but it's not me, diva. Literally me lighting these spider webs on flame. Now what? Now what? How's that for a spiritual implication? Now what? Cutting them cords for real from my setup. So I got this strong image of somebody from the old. And when I say someone of old, this is somebody from like a distant past, okay? Like several years. Like so long, like you guys had beef and then went your separate ways and then began to just think about the best in each other away from each other in this time, and legitimately miss the friendship you have built, in addition to whatever else this may be. Now, this may be a romantic message, very much so, but I get the feeling that you were friends with this person before you were anything. You actually legitimately like this person. And maybe that's been the hardest aspect to get over in this sort of breakup, in this parting of ways, and accepting that God rocked you, took that out of your life just when he gave it to you, because at the time, what you didn't realize is at the time it was actually toxic for you. At the time, it was actually poisonous for you. It was like getting the right person at the wrong time. Why am I hearing whistling? Oh, look, my fly is back. He's on my knee again. What is that whistling I'm hearing? What is that? That was so weird. There was something spiritual in that too. And the fly came back. That was weird. That's the tea about this person. This person needed to go and be separated. God had to rock you so that you and this person would be separated for some time, so that this person could grow up on their own and be put through their own trials and tribulations. Because you actually were like, why am I hearing like too much of a landing pad? I'm really channeling straight from stream of conscious right now. You were too much of a landing pad for this person. Like as if you were, if this person had an issue, they were crying to you, but they were using you too, and they knew it. It was overextended. It was overextending. This person tends to turn people in that position, people that are close to them, that are like a familiar, into excuse me, I'll burp. That's a confirmation. I was gonna say a punching bag, but that's really not what it is. It's like a therapist. So they turn the people that are actually very close to them into personalized therapists. So all they're doing is they're coming to you with their shit. And it's ironic too, because unlike the therapist situation, you know how sometimes I've always heard, this is a statistic, a number of people have fell in love with their psychiatrist or whatever because it's the first time they feel seen or heard. There's like a statistical reasons why. But in this case, it's the opposite. You fall in love, the therapist falls in love with the client in this case. They get to get out all their emotions and feelings, and instead of it making them feel closer, they feel like they trauma dumped and can now go back to doing whatever it was that they were doing before. Whether that's hitting on other people or partying or whatever. It's like you come, you look at this fly buzzing around. He hates it here. You came and I'm hearing, you know what I'm seeing in my head? It's not actualizing it. It's a worse word for it. It's like they were not a good person and you were too nice to them. You didn't hold their feet to the fire, so you had to get taken out of their life. What's a good word for that, Spirit? Help me, Spirit. Help me clear my gift in this case. What you're trying to show me. Help me make it make sense. Make it make a lot of sense. The when you are wrongfully actualizing a person, when you are screaming the word at me. I can hear you screaming. You're like, ah, I can't hear the word. You're not helping. It's like an echo chamber is my point, is that you were wrongfully actualizing this person, and this person just ended up taking that energy and being like, you know what, you're right. I am still awesome, no matter what shitty thing I've done. Because, you know, to be honest, you did, you know, like this person quite a bit and didn't want them. I'm also fearing that they have, okay, you know what it is? You might have met this person when you were so young that they had issues. I'm seeing you literally physically walking on eggshells. That's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing you walking across eggshells to get to the other side. It's like you were close to this person, but not super close. So, and they were not in a place where you could be particularly like, I'm seeing the Edna mode, pull yourself together, like slap out of it. Like, you were kind of young for that anyway. You might not have known, you know things now, many horrible things that you did not know before. Do not put your faith in a cape and a hood. They will not protect you the way that they should. Wow, that's something. I'm hearing the Into the Woods soundtrack, so it's a little red kind of. A big wolf. So she's talking about, that's the song that comes after she's just gotten over the wolf. She's conquered the wolf. So maybe you actually had a falling out with this person to some extent. Maybe you actually, the reason you were ruckusly pulled apart is you ended up seeing the beast. You ended up coming face to face with the beast and getting pulled apart from this person at that time. But now I'm feeling that this is a time where Spirit is allowing a reconvenience, and the reasoning I'm hearing is because both of you have actually been missing each other equally. Time has healed a lot of the wounds. You both feel like you could approach it from a different place now because you've been through so much separately. But I really want to warn you also to in that case, approach it like it is new again and vet this person all over again and protect yourself. Approach this person as if you would approaching a first date now. Do not automatically give them the same energy or actualization if they return now, because that must be why I'm hearing it, is because they have a plan to kind of like, I'm hearing like sneakily, but it's not sneakily, it's like smooth. They're trying to smooth operator. They're trying to like come in close to you in a way that feels natural, feels smooth, feels like it's almost coincidental, but it's not giving coincidental. It's giving like if they reached out to you because they just happened to see something that, oh my God, it's reminding me of that meme. Who is it in that meme? Oh my God, isn't it a famous basketball player? He's like, I love him. And it's like, or a rapper. I forget what the meme is. Oh my God, I really do. And it's him texting and it's like, hey, the way that it says something crazy, the way the elections are tearing the country apart in two has me reminded of how we were torn apart in two. LOL. Anyway, thinking about you. Like something like that, like something like silly like that, whether it's like something, but they don't want it to be like that. They want it to be smoother than that. That's kind of the metaphor. They don't want it to be so obvious that it feels player-like or raises your red flags. They want it to feel natural, like whether that's involving a friend or seeing you at a particular event, but even if they did like arrange like a hangout, they would ask to like get lunch or something or dinner. Like there's something kind of formal here about the re-entrance. They like, you know, it's giving they want to do this right. They don't want to seem like the same person that they were previously, and they want you to recognize that they know the difference between how to act and how not to act. And Spirit is telling me that if they come in with anything else besides that particular energy, then you should know that they are where you left them to some extent, and you should potentially continue to leave them to be worked on, even if you do miss them. You know, acknowledge then at that point that you can't take them with you. But in this case, it feels as though, I'm gonna be honest, you and this person both understand the assignment. That's really what I'm getting here. You both understand the assignment about what it would need to be to come back together in a place that feels like it could be healthy. I'm not even saying necessarily towards a relationship, although obviously it could head that way. But in this case, just to even integrate each other back into each other's lives and start from a place that feels healthy, that is removing the resentment, or at least acknowledging the resentment that might have come previously, and putting it in a place where it might be able to transform into something different, whether that's friendship or love or reverence or familialship or otherwise, whatever that may be. So I see that coming, and I see that coming soon between you and this person of old, because I get the feeling you've been orbiting each other. It's like you get to a point where this other person gets frustrated with saying, how long are we going to do this? How long are we going to be in the same city and not see each other? How long are we going to continue to be in the same groups and just continue to miss each other by minutes, or miss each other by people or whatever? Like, how long are we going to continue to keep this up? Because to be honest with you, it just feels like this, and by the way, this is not me. No, this is not the tarot reader, the Leo from Jersey right now. No, sir. This is the person I'm speaking for. This person is asking you kind of how much longer you got to keep this. It's not giving charade, but it's giving kind of like they're like getting to the point that they're like, okay, are we done yet? Like, it's giving like kind of like that there's, I apologize if I keep saying like, I'm so sorry. That is messy, and I've been trying to stop that. So let me put that down for a second. But it is giving that this person has been heavily thinking about you and about a reconvenience, what that would look like. They've kind of been fantasizing about it and hoping that it turns out in the best case scenario. Something about that daydream is bringing them an unexpected amount of joy. But I don't think that they've come to the realization that it has yet. They just keep playing it in their mind. This person has kind of a disconnection, cognitive dissonance. They keep playing the imagery of a reconvenience and it going well in their mind, and it keeps giving them the dopamine effect of it going well, but for some reason it hasn't translated yet. It will soon, I'm getting the feeling, in the next, I'd say, a week or so since you see this, it will translate into the, why don't I seek that back out? Because that's what this person wants again. Because this person starts to go, this is giving me a joyous feeling, so why don't I seek that back out? Maybe it'll give me the same thing. You know, ironically, it's like God is infiltrating their daydreams. Why did I almost screw up saying that? That was weird, because I was going to say dreams, and then God said daydreams. God is interrupting their daydreams to give them images and dreams of this particular fantasy that they have of you guys having a nice night together and getting along, and it turning out for the best, and you being from a place that you can return with a new reinvigorated friendship or cooperation that you haven't had in years. This person misses that camaraderie in you and hasn't been able to recreate it, and for some reason the daydream keeps running back, and I think it might cause them to actually make a move on it. This person is a daydream oriented person. That's going to be a hint about this person too, that this person is somebody who has expressed to you specifically that they have fantasies before. That's going to be a hint to you. That's going to be a hint. Okay, thank you so much. That was a very specific message for today. Very interesting, kind of weird time for this to be coming at. Maybe because the eclipse just occurred. This is a timeless reading, but at the time of this, there could be something going on in astrologically for what's going on, whether that's Mercury retrograde or whatever. But this is a very specific message, and if you see this right now, this is definitely meant for you. I don't usually do this sort of a video. You can see it online. Feel free to leave me a like or comment telling me who this is about, or subscribe. You'll only get videos that are pushed to you from Spirit when they have messages from me for you. That is all. Thank you so much. I've been Leo from Jersey. Have a great one, and I'll see you real soon. Bye.